Thousands of years, it's been one of the world's great mysteries. Just how were the pyramids built so deep in the Egyptian desert?
In an unprecedented breakthrough, AI scanned a locked chamber inside Egypt's Great Pyramid, revealing something no one had expected. Hidden for over 4,500 years, this previously inaccessible space challenges everything we thought we knew about the ancient structure. Using cutting-edge technology, researchers have uncovered a secret that blends mystery, history, and the unimaginable precision of the Egyptian pharaohs' engineering. What makes this discovery even more astonishing is that the chamber's purpose continues to spark debates among archaeologists, historians, and conspiracy theorists. Some suggest it could be a ceremonial passage, others believe it may hold treasures or lost knowledge sealed away by the ancient builders. However, amongst all of this debate, one thing is certain. This revelation is rewriting the story of the Great Pyramid, humanity's greatest enigma. The Great Pyramid of Giza is more than just a monument. It is the apex of human ingenuity, a silent sentinel over the Egyptian desert for more than 4,500 years. Standing at an original height of approximately 146.6 meters, it dominated the landscape in a way no other structure of its time could match. Every limestone block, weighing between 2 and 15 tons, was quarried, transported, and positioned with astonishing precision, forming a perfect pyramid that has withstood millennia of weathering, earthquakes, and human curiosity. Historians, architects, and engineers continue to marvel at the mathematical and astronomical sophistication embedded within the pyramid. The alignment of the structure is incredibly precise. The sides are perfectly oriented to the cardinal points, and the pyramid's dimensions encode mathematical constants such as pi and the golden ratio. For centuries, scholars have debated how the ancient Egyptians accomplished such feats without modern machinery, laser levels, or cranes. Some propose that massive labor forces combined ingenuity and simple machines. Others speculate that now-lost technologies or methods may have been employed. However, while the exterior has been admired for millennia, it is the interior that holds the deepest mysteries. Beyond the king and queen chambers, corridors, and passageways, much of the pyramid's core has remained unexplored. Ancient texts hint at hidden chambers, celestial alignments, and ritual spaces, but none of these clues were fully understood, nor accessible until recent technological advances. Modern exploration has finally begun to peel back these layers of secrecy. Using cutting-edge imaging and robotic technology, researchers have uncovered a locked chamber, sealed since the era of Pharaoh Khufu, untouched by human hands for millennia. This chamber does not merely add to our understanding of the pyramid itself. It threatens to rewrite centuries of assumptions about the purpose, design, and spiritual significance of Egypt's greatest architectural achievement, the hidden void. For decades, exploration of the Great Pyramid relied on meticulous surveying, ancient blueprints, and careful visual inspection. Archaeologists mapped every passage, chamber, and architectural anomaly they could access, creating detailed records that informed generations of Egyptologists. Yet, the pyramid's immense weight and complexity posed a formidable barrier. With millions of limestone blocks weighing up to 15 tons each, physically opening new chambers was impossible without risking collapse or damage to a structure that is considered a sacred World Heritage Site. Then, in 2017, the Scan Pyramids project introduced a revolutionary technique: cosmic ray muon radiography. By detecting deviations in the flow of naturally occurring cosmic particles, scientists could measure the density and voids within massive stone structures without digging a single hole. The results were astounding. Above the Grand Gallery, a monumental corridor leading to the King's Chamber, researchers detected a vast, previously unknown cavity, which quickly became known as the Big Void. This hidden space defied architectural logic. It did not appear in any ancient plan, nor did it align with known structural features or symbolic geometry. Its size, comparable to the Grand Gallery itself, suggested a purpose of significance, yet its exact function remained a mystery. Was it a secret burial chamber, a ceremonial hall, a corridor leading to an even deeper part of the pyramid, long concealed by the architects of antiquity? The practical challenge of accessing this chamber only deepened the intrigue. Each stone above the void was a massive, perfectly fitted monolith, which meant excavating a path without compromising structural integrity was impossible. Thus, the Big Void remained, for years, a digital phantom, fully mapped by sensors and algorithms, yet physically unreachable. Even as the world marveled at the discovery, the chamber seemed to tease at the limits of human curiosity. Its presence posed not just architectural questions, but philosophical ones. Why did the ancient builders go to such extraordinary lengths to conceal it? What had been so important, or so dangerous, that it needed to remain hidden for millennia, untouched and undisturbed? Ancient clues. The idea that the Great Pyramid harbored hidden spaces was not entirely new. Clues had been scattered across its corridors, chambers, and stone surfaces for centuries. However, these clues were often overlooked or dismissed as structural quirks. Perhaps the most intriguing of these features lie in the Queen's Chamber, a relatively small room deep within the pyramid. Two narrow shafts originate here, sloping into the limestone walls, only to terminate abruptly at massive limestone doors, each fitted with mysterious metal pins. These doors first drew serious attention in the 1990s when German engineer Rudolf Gantenbrink sent a small robotic camera through one of the shafts. The camera stopped at the door, unable to proceed further, revealing a smooth, untouched surface that had remained sealed for millennia. Scholars debated its purpose. Were the shafts purely symbolic, conduits for the pharaoh's soul to ascend to the heavens, or practical air channels? The presence of metal pins and precise closure suggested something more deliberate, like a sealed passage, meant to hide or protect whatever lay beyond. Beyond the Queen's Chamber, other subtle anomalies hinted at further mysteries. Some limestone blocks within the pyramid were slightly misaligned, creating irregular internal angles invisible from the outside. Minor inscriptions, scratches, and internal graffiti, often dismissed as worker marks, began to take on new significance. Could these inscriptions be sent as coded markers for future generations, left as cryptic instructions or warnings? The revelation of the Big Void above the Grand Gallery lent further weight to these theories. If a vast chamber could remain hidden for over 4,500 years, despite centuries of exploration, the smaller, subtler anomalies were more likely not to be accidental. Dr. Zahi Hawass, one of Egypt's most renowned archaeologists, has repeatedly emphasized that the Great Pyramid reveals only what it chooses. There are chambers the ancients spoke of, but never described, he notes. Some spaces were not for the dead, he argues, but for purposes beyond mortal comprehension: ritual, celestial alignment, or repositories of knowledge designed to accompany only the pharaoh in the afterlife. Every hidden feature, every irregular block, every unaccounted-for corridor began to paint a picture of a structure deliberately layered with meaning and secrecy. The pyramid was not merely a tomb. It was a complex, multidimensional monument, a carefully orchestrated enigma whose secrets demanded patience, ingenuity, and modern, innovative technology to uncover. Sending in the robot. With human access impossible, archaeologists turned to robotics, blending engineering precision with archaeological caution. The solution came in the form of Horus, a miniature robot no larger than a shoebox, specially designed to navigate the pyramid's narrow passages. Horus was not just a camera on wheels, it was a sophisticated exploration platform, equipped with high-definition cameras, laser scanners, thermal sensors, and a flexible cable system capable of transmitting real-time data without compromising the pyramid's fragile structure. The mission was unprecedented. A borehole, just 20 centimeters in diameter, was drilled to reach the chamber, mapped by muon scans. Months of preparation preceded the descent. Simulations, mechanical testing, and careful alignment ensured that Horus would not damage a single limestone block. The world watched as the robot entered the narrow shaft, inching forward into a darkness that had remained undisturbed for 4,500 years. Inside, the robot encountered a silent, frozen world. Centuries-old dust coated the walls, and tool marks left by ancient masons glinted faintly in the camera's light. The limestone blocks were perfectly stacked, showing the same meticulous craftsmanship seen throughout the pyramid. Yet the passageways were tight, claustrophobic, and winding, a testament to the audacity of the original builders. Then came the chamber. Horus entered a space both simple and extraordinary. The walls were smooth, unmarked, and perfectly aligned, unlike any known functional room within the pyramid. On the floor lay a shallow depression, rectangular in shape, as if an object, perhaps a platform, offering, or ceremonial artifact, had once rested there before being removed or decayed. The ceiling drew immediate attention. Massive slabs stacked at an angle, reminiscent of the Grand Gallery, suggesting the chamber had been designed to bear enormous weight, possibly to protect whatever it contained or symbolized. Yet there were no treasures, no inscriptions, no sarcophagi, at least none visible. The emptiness was deliberate, sacred even, amplifying the sense that this chamber had been meant for a purpose beyond ordinary human understanding. Some experts speculate that it could have been a symbolic space for rituals, a spiritual repository, or even a celestial chamber aligned with stars or constellations. Others wonder if it might have been a secret archive of knowledge, hidden away for centuries, never to be disturbed by the living. The discovery was as much psychological as it was archaeological. The chamber, untouched and hidden, communicated the intentions of its builders more profoundly than any text or hieroglyph ever could. Its design, precision, and deliberate concealment made one thing clear. The Great Pyramid was never only a tomb. It was an intricate, purposeful enigma, a structure built not only to honor a pharaoh, but to encode mysteries that continue to challenge the imagination and the ingenuity of humanity itself. The mystery deepens. As Horus continued its slow, deliberate survey of the newly revealed chamber, the magnitude of the discovery became ever more apparent. The room was unlike anything previously encountered inside the Great Pyramid. There were no visible statues, no gold, no sarcophagi, no inscriptions. Its walls were immaculately smooth, the limestone perfectly cut and aligned, and the space exuded a silence that was almost tangible, as though the air itself respected the ancient intention of secrecy. But the robot's sensors detected anomalies that suggested the chamber's significance went far beyond its emptiness. A faint crack in one corner of the wall, nearly invisible to the human eye, hinted at the possibility of another concealed passage. Thermal scans revealed a subtle temperature differential along one section of the wall, indicating a hollow space beyond, an area yet to be explored. It was a whisper from the past, a coded message from the pyramid's builders, leaving archaeologists to ask, had they stumbled upon a chamber within a chamber, a hidden corridor leading to even deeper mysteries? Experts immediately began debating its purpose, and the theories were as layered and intricate as the pyramid itself. Some argued for structural necessity, noting that the chamber's design, including its layered, sloped ceiling, may have been intended to distribute the enormous weight of the stones above, relieving stress in the Grand Gallery and King's Chamber. Yet the precision and care with which it was sealed suggested more than engineering. Every block fit perfectly, every seam was intentional. Dr. Salma Ikram, one of Egypt's most respected Egyptologists, offered a compelling interpretation. Secrecy itself could be the message. In ancient Egyptian cosmology, the hidden was often sacred, and the act of sealing a space could imbue it with spiritual significance. The chamber may have been deliberately left undecorated and empty, conveying a principle rather than a physical object. The emptiness became a message, a quiet testament to the sacred nature of what once, or perhaps never, resided within. Others speculated that the chamber may have stored ritual energy or knowledge rather than material treasure. Ancient texts describe sacred halls and repositories meant for the afterlife journey of the pharaoh or the preservation of wisdom. Could this chamber have acted as a spiritual vault, a place where the energies of the cosmos converged and were trapped within stone? Some archaeologists even entertain the idea that it might have been aligned with celestial events or star constellations, its emptiness designed to resonate with astronomical precision, amplifying its symbolic power. The chamber's simplicity was, paradoxically, its greatest complexity. Unlike the ornate burial chambers, with their hieroglyphs and depictions of gods and pharaohs, this space was silent, deliberate, and carefully hidden. It forced scholars to confront the idea that the Great Pyramid's mysteries were not always tangible. Some secrets were meant to be felt, theorized, and experienced rather than directly observed or catalogued. This chamber, now physically mapped for the first time in over 4 millennia, reaffirmed the Great Pyramid as a monument of layered meaning. It was a structure where architecture, astronomy, and mysticism intertwined, where every stone, void, and hidden passage carried significance beyond immediate perception. More than a tomb, the pyramid emerged as a multidimensional enigma, one that challenged our understanding of history, human ambition, and the intersection between the physical and spiritual worlds. As the world watched the feed from Horus, one thought became undeniable. The pyramid had more secrets still waiting, and each new revelation was only the beginning. The silent chamber was a reminder that human curiosity had reached the threshold of something far older, far more sophisticated than anyone had imagined. A threshold that may not reveal treasure, but rather reveal knowledge, symbolism, or truths deliberately concealed for eternity. A technological leap. In 2015, the AI Discovery Project was launched, ushering in a revolutionary approach to exploring Egypt's ancient monuments. Unlike traditional archaeology, which relied on excavation, physical measurement, and direct access, this mission set out to map the internal structures of the pyramids without causing any damage. For the first time, physicists, engineers, and Egyptologists collaborated on a single effort, blending disciplines that rarely intersected in a seamless and ambitious way. Their goal was audacious: to see inside one of the most studied monuments on Earth and uncover secrets hidden for thousands of years. The project employed a suite of non-invasive technologies, each one pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Infrared thermography allowed researchers to detect subtle temperature variations across the pyramid's surface, revealing voids or cavities that the naked eye could never perceive. Cosmic ray muon radiography provided an unprecedented glimpse into the pyramid's interior by tracking high-energy particles as they passed through stone, mapping density anomalies in areas previously unreachable. Alongside these techniques, 3D reconstruction and advanced imaging enabled scientists to visualize the Great Pyramid's internal geometry with a precision and scale unimaginable to earlier generations of researchers. The discoveries that followed were nothing short of extraordinary. In fact, many scientists coined them as being terrifying. AI was able to map the Big Void in a way that no other technology had been able to do so to date. The scans presented data that overwhelmed scientists. The results were both fascinating and terrifying. Beyond confirming the Big Void, the AI also highlighted previously unknown corridors beneath the pyramid, passages never recorded in architectural plans or historical maps. It discerned patterns in the stone that hinted at intentional design choices, subtle variations in block density, and tiny misalignments that might signal undocumented chambers. Even more alarming were the structural anomalies within these hidden spaces. Certain regions displayed materials unlike the surrounding limestone or contained hollow blocks, as if they had been designed to hold or conceal something. Other areas exhibited localized deterioration, suggesting that they had been intentionally sealed or isolated, left untouched for millennia. The AI data hinted at a level of planning and engineering sophistication that challenges conventional explanations, suggesting that these chambers were not mere architectural accidents, but spaces deliberately hidden for reasons still unknown. Dr. Mark Lehner, one of the world's foremost Egyptologists, reflects on the magnitude of this technological leap. This is terrifying. We've entered an era where machines reveal secrets the human eye cannot. What AI has uncovered is not just hidden chambers, but evidence of a civilization capable of precision and planning that still baffles modern science. Theories of the hidden chamber. Since its discovery, the locked chamber inside the Great Pyramid has sparked intense speculation. What could lie behind its meticulously sealed walls? Scholars and enthusiasts alike have proposed a wide range of possibilities, each more terrifying than the last. Some experts suggest that the chamber may have been a ritual space, designed to house sacred objects or symbols intended to guide the pharaoh's soul in the afterlife. In this view, the chamber was never meant for tomb robbers or ordinary priests. It was a spiritual sanctuary, its emptiness a testament to secrecy and divine intent. Others theorize that the chamber could contain lost knowledge, encoded in scrolls, inscriptions, or symbolic artifacts. Ancient Egyptian mythology often refers to sacred texts meant to aid the deceased in navigating the afterlife. If such texts were ever placed here, they would have been hidden with extraordinary care, protected from both time and human interference. A more provocative hypothesis suggests the chamber may hold mechanical or astronomical devices, possibly aligned with the stars or capable of tracking celestial events. The precision of the pyramid's construction hints at advanced understanding of geometry, astronomy, and engineering. Could the chamber have been a hidden observatory or control room for sacred rituals tied to the cosmos? Some even propose a symbolic purpose, where the chamber's emptiness itself is the message. Its deliberate concealment could represent transitions between life and death, earth and sky, mortal and divine. In this theory, what is held inside is less tangible: spiritual energy, ritual significance, or the pharaoh's power. Even more unnerving is the idea that some chambers may have been deliberately sealed to contain dangerous forces, sacred relics, or energy. The anomalies AI detected hint at intentions that may have gone far beyond the practical or ceremonial. Could these spaces have been built to protect something too powerful or sacred to be disturbed? The thought alone is enough to make modern researchers pause, realizing that the Great Pyramid may guard mysteries meant to inspire not only awe, but fear. In addition, there are those who imagine something more sensational: a treasure or artifact of immense value, either long removed or hidden so securely that only modern technology may reveal it. Yet even here, the intrigue lies not in gold or jewels, but in the chamber's carefully orchestrated secrecy, suggesting that whatever it held was meant to inspire awe and fear alike. No theory has yet been confirmed. However, what is certain is that the chamber represents more than physical space. It embodies the mystery, ingenuity, and deliberate secrecy of the ancient Egyptians, waiting for the world to decipher its purpose. Impact. The discovery of the hidden chamber within the Great Pyramid is historic, but it is only the opening chapter in a story that has been in the making for millennia. This chamber, silent and deliberately sealed, reminds us that the Great Pyramid was never merely a tomb for a single pharaoh. Every stone, corridor, and void reflects a layered intention, blending architecture, astronomy, religious symbolism, and perhaps knowledge that even modern science struggles to fully comprehend. The pyramid emerges not as a static relic of the past, but as a dynamic monument of human ingenuity, its mysteries encoded in ways that continue to challenge our understanding. For the first time, scholars are confronted with the possibility that the pyramid's most guarded secrets were intended to remain undiscovered, lying in wait for technology capable enough to reveal them. It is a chilling reminder that some mysteries are deliberately designed to remain beyond our grasp. The integration of AI, robotics, and non-invasive imaging has transformed how we engage with this ancient wonder. Where traditional archaeology relied on slow, painstaking excavation, modern technology allows us to see into spaces long thought inaccessible, revealing structures, voids, and anomalies that were invisible for thousands of years. Robots like Horus provide a window into chambers humans cannot enter, while AI identifies patterns and irregularities across enormous datasets, alerting researchers to features that may otherwise go unnoticed. Each technological advance not only uncovers new physical spaces, but also opens doors to questions about the intentions and knowledge of the pyramid's builders. That being said, the wonder of the pyramid extends far beyond the tools used to explore it. It lies in the humility it inspires in those who study it. For 4,500 years, the Great Pyramid has withstood the desert sun, earthquakes, and human curiosity, quietly reminding us that some secrets are not simply waiting to be found. They demand careful observation, interpretation, and respect. The hidden chamber, empty of gold or inscriptions, yet rich in implication, exemplifies this principle. The absence of obvious treasure challenges us to look deeper, to question our assumptions, and to consider the purpose of the unknown. The pyramid serves as a bridge between past and present, linking ancient ingenuity with cutting-edge technology. While the pharaohs of the Old Kingdom relied on sheer manpower, geometry, and celestial alignment, today's explorers rely on AI, muon radiography, and fiber optic robotics. Yet in both eras, the goal is the same: to understand and preserve knowledge, to honor the mysteries of creation, and to connect human experience across millennia. Ultimately, the Great Pyramid remains a monument to layered meaning. It is at once a testament to architectural skill, a canvas of spiritual and symbolic thought, and a challenge to modern understanding. Its newly revealed chambers hint that the story of Giza is far from finished. More voids, corridors, or hidden rooms may yet lie undiscovered, silently waiting for the patient, the curious, and the respectful to uncover them. Even after 4,500 years, the pyramid continues to teach humility, awe, and wonder. It reminds us that some mysteries are not simply puzzles to be solved. They are timeless invitations, beckoning us to observe, to question, and to appreciate the extraordinary depth of ancient human thought. Each new discovery, no matter how subtle, reinforces the idea that the Great Pyramid is not merely a relic of the past, but a living dialogue across centuries, a structure that continues to inspire and confound, promising that the secrets of Giza are far from fully revealed. What do you think of this AI discovery in the Great Pyramid? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.